7 ways to make a better connection with a man in bed. Hello, ladies, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Alex Cormont, your relationship expert. But today, I am not the expert. I have with me Ellen Eatough. She is a soulful sex coach, and she will help you because she is the founder of Ecstatica, and she has amazing tools for you, ladies. Hello, Ellen. How are you doing today?
Hello, great. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to have you one more time on my YouTube channel. We talk about this number one thing that would just make a man go crazy about you, ladies. Today, I want to talk about the 7 ways to have just better sex with a man, with your partner, even if it's just a starting relationship or a marriage. But first of all, Ellen, can you just introduce yourself, or maybe the ladies that didn't watch the first videos?
Well, basically, I help people have deeper, mutually fulfilling, intimate relationships. And I like to sum it up by calling it electrifying sex with a spiritually connected soulmate.
Wow.
And I have I have a master's in East-West psychology, which is a marriage of Western psychology and Eastern spiritual practices. And I'm kind of known for using innovative tools to help people have more fulfilling love lives for better sex, and also for clearing and wounding and other things that are in the way of having good relationships.
I love it. I love it. And I just love your content. So ladies, this is the person you need to ask if you want to just heal some trauma about sexual relationship or just have better sex with a man. So what will be the 7 ways? What will be your tips? I want to hear all of them.
Okay. Well, one of them would be, first and foremost, is to enjoy your pleasure in bed and let him know it. A man is turned on by a woman who's not so much in her head trying to figure out how to please him, but who's letting him please her and showing it, letting him please you, letting yourself connect with your sensuality and your passion, and just going for it in whatever mood you're in. It doesn't have to be the same every time, but just letting him know when you are enjoying it, because that's a real turn on for a man.
I can tell, yes, exactly. This is something very, very, very important. We feel so much empowered and so much confident when we know that you have some sensations. So I love these first tips. What will be tips number 2 when we want to have better sex with a man?
One is, and this may be a new thing for some people, and that is to move into the realm of eye contact. Because when you have eye contact with a person, you start to feel connected at a deeper level. Plato said the eyes are the windows to the soul. Now, it's not always easy to start this way, in the bedroom. Yeah. But let me tell you a little story. I had one woman I was working with. She said that she remembered a lover from like 30 years ago, and he was the most memorable because he kept insisting that she open her eyes during lovemaking. And she goes, "No, I don't want to do that." And he really kept encouraging her. And eventually he encouraged her to keep her eyes open, looking into his eyes while she was having an orgasm. And she said it was the most mind-blowing experience for both of them. So that's kind of like the ultimate, peak of the mountain to get to relative to eye contact. But you can begin by just, sitting with your partner while you're sitting on the couch, or, when you're having or before or during a meal, and just, start with like 30 seconds, we're talking not staring into their eyes, but just kind of a soft, unfocused gaze, and do it for maybe just 20, 30 seconds and just see how it feels. And you can just share with each other how it feels. And then you can gradually, sometimes you'll open your eyes during lovemaking and his won't be open, and vice versa. But gradually just see if you can, you can express a desire outside the bedroom, and express a desire that when you are in bed, that you just try looking at each other a little more once in a while. And then if you have the courage, you can gradually move to trying to keep your eyes open during orgasm. It's not easy because it takes you very internal when you're having an orgasm, but it can really, powerfully connect you with your partner if you are doing that. But at any time, eye contact really connects you with a man.
It's funny because this is a powerful advice. And I feel that sometimes it's difficult because we will ask ourselves, but what he will think about me, what she would think about me for men. So basically, we are always thinking something bad when eyes contact is very powerful. The energy can just circulate between both of you. So I love this advice.
You're absolutely right. And I would say that if you want to discuss it with your partner, it's just really nice to just, one of my general recommendations is if you want to discuss how to be with each other in the bedroom, discuss it at another time when you're not about to make love or haven't just made love. So it's not connected. So you can say, I've been hearing about eye contact being powerful. Let's try it over dinner for a few seconds or whatever. But I would really like to explore. It's like, it's a new edge, it's exploring a new edge in bed. And I wonder if you'd be willing to give it a try when we're in bed sometime. We can just kind of play with it.
Sure. And let us know in the comment section, how was it?
Yeah, good point.
Can you tell us what will be the other tips, Ellen?
Another one would be breathing together. Another thing is that when your bodies are doing something at the same rhythm, it could be, sexual, but also in other ways, it makes you feel more connected. So one way to begin this is like after you've made love and you're just lying together, say you're lying together, like maybe a man's on his back and a woman is kind of partly cuddled over him. You could put your hands on his heart and just start following his breath with your own. Or let's say you're cuddling in a way that he's behind you and you're spooning. You can just ask him to put his hand on your heart and just see if you could just say, it'd be really nice to see if we can breathe together. Synchronize our breathing. And that just creates a really deep connection. And you can do it before lovemaking, after lovemaking, or sometime when you're just cuddling, want to go to sleep, feeling really connected.
This is amazing. I heard about this. And I know that when we have the same pace of breathing, I feel that there's a strong connection. It works in a lot of aspects, but now we can implement before or after sex to try to make it better and to make it just incredible. I love this advice. So we have enjoy eyes contact, breathing together. What will be tips number 4?
Another is get out of your head and into your body for sex.
Ooh, I love it.
Yeah, I've done surveys in the past, and basically, even when this was open-ended questions, men were consistently saying, if I could just get my lover out of her head and into her body when we're making love. And the ironic thing is that the women in the same survey, just open-ended answers like, what's your greatest problem during lovemaking? They would, as I started to analyze the data, the women were saying the same thing about themselves. Oh, I just wish I could get out of my head and into my body. I'm always thinking, during sex. And so what you want to do is focus on your pleasure. Focus on where your partner is touching you. If he's touching your shoulder, let your attention go to his hand on your skin. If you're kissing, let your attention go to your lips. If you're caressing him, let your attention go to where the touch, the sensations of his skin, his shape under your hand. So this helps you get out of your head, because when you're thinking about how you can be a better lover or what you can do next, it makes it feel mechanical and it's less pleasurable for the man as well as yourself. So just get out of your head, tune into your sensation, and also the energy will flow there and you'll actually enjoy more pleasure. You'll feel more pleasure as you get your attention into your bodily sensations.
Yes, very important. I feel this is the moment where you will be 100% yourself. You can feel the pleasure and you can increase this pleasure to go and to have just some better sex. I love this advice.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much, Ellen. What will be number 5? Tips number 5.
So show him how you like to be touched.
Okay.
Now, men are always saying, what do you like? And a lot of times women go, well, I don't know, so, and you might not be consciously aware of what you do like. If you are consciously aware of it, and he asks you what you like, tell him that's what he wants, because he wants to please you. But if you're not so conscious of what you like, you can say, I'll kind of let you know when we get there, that's sort of the next tip. But in the meantime, if you're in the moment, you can actually move his hand to where you want it to be if it's not fully pleasurable. You don't always have to speak it.
Yeah.
But so, like I said, show him how you like to be touched, express it if you can. And if not, that would lead to like the next tip.
What is the next step?
Okay. So to talk from your animal body, we are human animals, right?
Yeah.
And so rather than answering a question about what you like out of your mental state, and if you tell him, if you're actually in the process of making love and he asks you what you want, if you try to describe it, it'll take you back into your head, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't get out of it. So the way to do it is to talk like with just 2 or 3 words and say, and it's another good thing to discuss outside the bedroom. So I would recommend talking about these things in general with your partner when you're not making love so that you can implement them in the bedroom. And so when you talk from your animal body, that would be like making a request, like a little faster, please. A little, you don't even have to say please, just a little faster, or slower, or softer, firmer. And then tell your partner that all he needs to do is to let you know that he got it. He can just say, thanks, got it. Or, baby. Or you could say like this, and you can go, And if it's like if you want him to move right or left, then right, left is not going to translate to one another when you're in the bedroom. Who's right, who's left? So just kind of gently point to the direction you want him to move his hand, or gently guide his hand. But the basic point here is talk from your animal body and just try to give basic, very short instructions or requests so that it doesn't take you into your head. It could be like, nipples, please, or not there yet. Give me time. Or the point is to make it really short so he knows what you're asking and he can go, got it.
I love your advice, and I feel that a lot of women can be scared to show or talk about what they want. And I think this is everything that we want to hear, because we don't know what you will feel, and we always want to be the best as we can in the bed. So what you say is just so powerful, and sometimes you don't have to think about it, just say it in a nice way, but just say it. And I can guarantee you that the sex would be so much better, because the connection. Yeah,
the connection. And in reverse, if you're talking about this in general, like I said, outside the bedroom, you can ask your partner to give you the same kind of feedback. Because don't you wonder, as a woman, if what you're doing to your partner is working?
Yeah.
It works both ways, but men especially, they want to, their success in bed is your happiness. Yeah.
So what would be the last tips? What would be the last way?
Well, this is speaking to oral sex. Okay. And I'm bringing this up because women ask me about this all the time. They want to know, how do you do it well for a man? And you can find lots of technical advice online. But the number one advice I get from men, or they say is the most important thing in receiving oral sex, is a woman's enthusiasm.
Yeah.
See, men are just as self-conscious or concerned about whether a woman likes their body as we can be about, being concerned about whether a man likes our body. So your enthusiasm shows him that you appreciate what he's got. Secondarily, I would say, try to use some variety, try different things. And here again, you could ask him for his feedback. Like this, faster, slower, firmer. Like you can ask him as you're at it, to give you a little feedback. He could even just give you a thumbs up or down. But enthusiasm is number one, and variety would be probably secondary.
Yeah,
but
that's
like I
something.
said, there's lots of specific variety tips online.
But that's the real way also to make better sex with a man, is also to try something to please him, because it's about giving but also receiving. And I just found that oral sex makes also the excitement just coming up. If not, it's sex, but there is maybe not the connection. And the last tip that I want to bring on the table is listen to music. And Ellen is producing some music that will make you feel connected with a man. So we talked about that in the previous videos. I will include all the links just right below. But I want to tell you that if you want to be yourself, it's very important to use this special music. Can you talk just a little? I cannot just do this video, talk about it and just not give you
Look at the
the
other
word.
video for
Yeah.
that. Basically, it's music that has been specially produced to help you. It's very unique technologically, but help you slow down your brain so that you can get into that sense of being in sync with your partner mutually. And it helps you open your heart to each other and feel more connected. It helps circulate your sexual energy. And we found that women report easier orgasms, often multiples for the first time. Couples say they feel more connected, more emotionally and spiritually connected, and it just increases your pleasure overall because you're more in touch with your physical pleasure and your partner.
Yeah, and I used it and I am talking about it in my previous videos. So ladies, you have to click the link below, watch Ellen's website, and also make sure that you will just empower yourself. Ellen, can you talk a little bit about your practice? Because I know that you're still helping women and men in their love life and couple also.
Sure. So basically, I'm kind of known for using innovative tools like the special music and also other tools to help people heal from past sexual and relationship wounding. And I also work with couples. I work with individuals and couples. And we work remotely. And the idea is for individuals in particular, but also for couples, is to sort of find the wounds or like weeds and pull them out like weeds by the roots, and then instill new patterns and behaviors and internal processes so that you can more fully open to your potential for intimate relationship and for your pleasure, and move forward and receive the love, find the love if you don't have a partner yet, and receive the love if you do, all that you deserve.
It's something very important. And I like to say, you know, sometimes it's not a good idea to stay in your state of mind if you suffer when there is professional that can help you. And Ellen is just so powerful that I'm sure she will be able to help you. So I will include all the links just right below, and make sure that you connect with her. Make sure that you follow her content because she is amazing. Ellen, thank you so much for accepting to be on my YouTube channel and being here. Sorry, to share your wisdom. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure for me too. So ladies, it's time for you to leave a comment, give us a like, and then just follow Ellen content websites. I will include all the link for the music and also for your website for your one-on-one personal coaching session. I want to give you the final word of this video. What could be your final word for all the lady that wants to have better sex with a man?
Believe that it's possible and tune into your body and your pleasure.
I love it. I love it. So you have to make sure that it's possible, ladies. You can enjoy. You can enjoy. Thank you so much, Ellen. Thank you so much, ladies. Take care of yourself. We will see you another time for another video. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.